Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grant Henry, back again with another edition of Inside the District. Now, if you're just joining us for the first time on this program, the 5th U.S. Congressional District is an entirely different animal than it was even just last year or years prior to. It's a totally different animal than what it was since the Civil War, even. It takes up parts of Davidson County, then comes all the way down into half of Williamson County, picks up Wilson County, and then 3 southern counties below it as well. And from some of these 3 southern counties, that's why we're here today. Part of what we're doing today is trying to just give an insight into what's happening throughout the 5th District by starting to talk to your local elected leaders first, and then we'll branch off into talking to local leaders elsewhere, unelected leaders, community leaders, and all the like. And with us today is Representative Todd Warner. For those that may not know you, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us what area you serve and why you originally ran for office.
Well, thank you, Grant. It's an honor to be with you today. And yes, I'm Todd Warner. I represent the 92nd District, Southern Middle Tennessee, which consists now of the new district of Marshall and the southern part of Williamson counties. My former district was all of Marshall, Lincoln, Franklin, and Marion counties. And I want to thank Speaker Sexton for the new district. It really shrank my travel time. So I'm a lot closer to everyone.
Yes, you're right. That travel time is it's a legit thing for real. And Representative, what first caused you to get into public service, I guess? Was it that call to serve your community? Was it just an open seat? What pulled you to this seat?
Yeah, I've always been interested in politics, Grant, and, I had a few people ask me to run, and we were liking a true conservative leader from our district, and I got in the race, and it was a 3-man race, and we ended up pulling it out. And just finished up my first term, just won my primary in the new district, and look forward to serving the new district.
Now, some of these folks that are watching this may not know what this new U.S. 5th Congressional District looks like. It picks up some of the southern portion of Davidson County all the way into picking up large portions of Wilson County, Brentwood area, draw a line down 65 in Williamson County, and then it's everything east of 65. And then you're picking up these 3 southern counties as well, of which you just described some as your district in there as well. You got Marshall, Lewis, and Murray County down there, right? And in those districts, Representative, in yours in particular, could you tell me, what do you think is some of the top issues, or maybe the top issue that your constituents are facing right now?
Well, it's 2 things, and they both go hand in hand, Grant. It's growth and it's infrastructure. As you're aware, North Marshall County, the Chapel Hill, and even Lewisburg now, on down into Middle Marshall County, is seeing an astronomical amount of growth. We're in desperate need of a long-term water situation down there. Or water source, and it's just a lot of growth, and with Spring Hill growing the way it is, continuing to grow, and the number of new things that's going on over there. Highway 31, a big concern about getting it widened. And matter of fact, when we get done here, I have a meeting with TDOT today to go over some of that stuff. So I look forward to working with TDOT and the constituents and trying to get some of these problems fixed.
Now, speaking about some of those problems there, growth in and of itself could be a great thing. It booms the economy, jobs come into town. Middle Tennessee in particular, those counties you just mentioned in particular, if I'm not mistaken, are the fastest growing county or counties in the state. And I think some of the fastest growing counties in the nation. But here's the question, Representative. How are your constituents handling this growth? Are they okay with it? Are they concerned at all? And I guess what's the solution to this growth?
Well, I just think we need positive growth, and yes, they are concerned, but I think we need to make sure, before we allow a lot of growth, that we do have the proper infrastructure in place. And again, going back to the water situation, as you're aware, maybe back before your time, we had a new reservoir being built on the Duck River down around Columbia, and I forget what happened. It was a mussel or something, endangered species, and they stopped that reservoir. I think it was about 90% complete, and they stopped that reservoir, tore out the dam, and now it's causing us big problems in southern Middle Tennessee, especially in the Duck River Valley of where we're going to get water. Marshall County was able to obtain a permit from TDEC to build a new water treatment plant out on the river in North Marshall County. But what that permit does, Grant, if that river drops below, the Duck River drops below 170 cubic feet per second, I believe it is how they measure water, Marshall County's got to stop pumping. In 2007, when we had the drought, there was 2 weeks during that time that the river flow was below that 170 mark. So that's a concern. They're going to spend $7 or $8 million out there on the river, and there may come a point in time that they have to stop pumping and treating water. So water is a really big concern in the next 20 or 30 years. I mean, we got to be getting on top of this problem.
Representative, let me shift our focus a little bit more broad, if that's even grammatically correct, to the state at large, and then we'll expand even further than that into what the federal government, looking back down into Tennessee, what that relationship looks like. But at the state level, this year coming up, starting in January, what do you think is going to be one of the largest issues that the General Assembly is going to take up next year?
Well, I think it's going to be a variety of things, Grant. I think one, you could see some more education stuff coming. As you're aware, we approved a new funding formula last year that the governor proposed. I think you'll see some tweaks to that. Crime, as crime is on the rise all across this great nation that we live in, I think you're going to see some more bills that target, crime. And as of lately, what you've heard, I'm hearing a lot of talk up here at the Capitol this week, this transgender.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
And I think those will be the three main topics right there that you'll see.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Do you have a take, by the way? I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you have a take at all on, what you think they may try and propose as a solution to the Vanderbilt situation going on? What you would like to see done? Any of that? I
mean, I would like to see it stopped. I mean, I think it's sad. I think it's child abuse, and there was a bill in the last General Assembly that would have put a halt on this stuff, and it don't make it out of committee. I don't know. I don't understand. But Senator Bowling, Representative Reagan, I was a co-sponsor on that bill, and but no, I think it's come to light now that it's a real problem, and I think we'll get it done this time.
There's this interplay between the federal government and the state government, right? And I think, at least from our side, we would like to see a severely limited federal government, one that goes back to its sort of specifically enumerated powers, that it's meant to be very small and have a very minimal impact in people's daily lives, whereas the states themselves are meant to have slightly more sovereignty than I think they currently do. Here's the question, though, Representative. How would you like to see this federal congressional seat interact with the state government, interact with you? Would you like to see some overlap? Would you like to see some interplay? How does that communication level look for you?
Be on standby if we need you. I think we've done a great job here in the state of Tennessee. We have a balanced budget. We have a surplus. Just be on standby if we need you. I think the federal government just has grown too much. They want to interfere too much in our state government, and I would like to see them just sit on the sidelines and be ready if we need you. But we'll do our best here not to need you.
Yeah, I got you there. I like that. I do know there are at least some proposals maybe going into next year that would maybe increase the power of the 10th Amendment, maybe increase the power that the state has to tell the federal government, hey, this is our area, this is our sovereignty, do not encroach if not needed. Would you be supportive of something like that, I guess?
Yeah, most certainly. Anytime we can shrink government, I think we are better off as a society. It's just it's grown too big, and they've got their hands in too much.
Gotcha. Very good. Well, Representative, we appreciate you for giving us so much of your time today. On the way out, though, anything else that we didn't touch that you'd like to cover? Any last word you'd like to leave the people with? I
think I'm good. It's an honor to serve the folks of the 92nd District, and I look forward to doing so through this next General Assembly.
That's great. Well, again, for Representative Warner, myself, Grant Henry, and Andy Ogles, we appreciate all of you for tuning in and watching, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.